Most people believe they are doing the right thing with money. They wake up every day, go to work, pay their bills, and try their best to save whatever is left. Society praises them for being disciplined, responsible, and mature. From childhood, we were told that saving money is the foundation of financial success. Don't spend too much. Don't take risks. Always have something put aside for a rainy day. And yet, despite following this advice for years, sometimes decades, millions of people still feel financially trapped. They save, but they never seem to get ahead. They work harder, but freedom feels further away. So the question we need to ask is not whether saving money is good, but whether saving money alone is secretly keeping people poor. Saving money feels like progress, but in reality, it often creates the illusion of progress. Watching your balance slowly increase gives you a sense of accomplishment, but that feeling can be deceptive. The truth is, saving money does not change your financial position in a meaningful way. It only delays problems instead of solving them. You are still dependent on your job. You are still trading time for money. You are still vulnerable to layoffs, emergencies, and rising costs. Saving does not break the cycle, it only cushions it. And comfort, when misunderstood, can become one of the biggest enemies of growth. One of the biggest lies people believe is that being careful with money automatically leads to wealth. But wealth is not built by caution alone. Wealth is built by expansion. Saving is a defensive move. It protects what you already have, but it does nothing to multiply it. Imagine planting a seed and then digging it back up every day to make sure it's safe. That seed will never grow. In the same way, money that is never put to work can never grow. It just sits there, slowly losing value while you convince yourself you're doing the smart thing. And this is where inflation quietly enters the picture. Inflation is not loud. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't send you a warning. It simply reduces the value of your money year after year. The money you saved 5 or 10 years ago does not buy the same lifestyle today. Rent goes up, food costs more, transportation gets expensive. Everything increases except your savings interest. So while you feel proud for not spending, your purchasing power is shrinking in the background. You are not standing still financially. You are moving backward, just slowly enough that you don't notice it. What makes this even more dangerous is that saving money is often taught as the final goal instead of the starting point. People believe that once they have a certain amount saved, they'll finally feel secure. But that feeling rarely comes. No matter how much they save, there is always fear. Fear of losing it, fear of spending it, fear of not having enough. Saving money without a growth strategy trains your mind to operate from scarcity. It teaches you to protect instead of expand, to hold back instead of step forward. If you observe wealthy individuals closely, you'll notice something very different about how they think. They don't obsess over saving every dollar. They obsess over increasing their value and creating systems that generate income. They understand that money is not meant to be stored forever. It is meant to flow. They use money to buy assets, skills, education, and opportunities that produce more money over time. To them, saving is temporary. Growth is permanent. This doesn't mean wealthy people are reckless. It means they are intentional. They know the difference between wasting money and investing money. They understand that spending on consumption keeps you stuck, but spending on growth changes your future. Most people never learn this distinction. They either spend emotionally or save fearfully. Very few are taught how to deploy money strategically in a way that creates long-term freedom. Another reason saving money can keep you poor is because it delays personal development. When your plan is simply to save more, you are not forced to improve yourself. You are not forced to learn new skills, take on challenges, or step into discomfort. But growth requires pressure. When you invest in yourself, whether through learning, business, or new experiences, you are forced to expand your thinking. Saving alone does not challenge you. It keeps you exactly where you are. Fear plays a major role in this cycle. Many people avoid investing or starting something new because they are afraid of losing money. But what they don't realize is that the biggest risk is staying the same. Losing money can be recovered. Losing time cannot. Every year spent playing it safe is a year that could have been used to grow, learn, and build something meaningful. The cost of inaction is far greater than the cost of failure, but most people never calculate that. Saving money also reinforces dependence on a single income source. As long as your main strategy is to save what you earn, your job controls your future. Your lifestyle, your peace of mind, and your choices are all tied to that paycheck. This creates a fragile financial life. One unexpected event can wipe out years of discipline. True financial strength comes from having multiple streams of income, ownership, and leverage, not from hoarding cash and hoping nothing goes wrong. At its core, the problem is not saving money. The problem is believing that saving money is enough. Saving is supposed to be a tool, not a destination. It should support growth, not replace it. But when people are never taught how money actually works, they cling to the one habit that feels safe. Safety becomes the priority instead of progress. Comfort becomes more important than freedom. The real breakthrough happens when you stop focusing on how much money you can save and start focusing on who you are becoming. Your income will never consistently exceed your level of skill, mindset, and value. When you grow internally, money follows externally. When you learn how to solve problems, provide value, and think long-term, opportunities begin to appear. Saving becomes easier because your capacity has increased. Wealth is not about how little you spend, it's about how effectively you build. You can save your entire life and still never experience freedom. Or you can take intentional risks, invest in growth, and create something that pays you back over time. The difference is not luck, it's understanding. If saving money were the secret to wealth, then the most disciplined savers would be the richest people on earth. But they aren't. The richest people are builders, creators, investors, and learners. They understand that money is a servant, not a master. They don't worship saving, they use it as fuel. This video is not telling you to stop saving. It's telling you to stop stopping there. Save with a purpose. Save to invest. Save to grow. Save to move forward, not to stand still. Because the goal is not to feel safe today. The goal is to be free tomorrow. If this message challenged the way you think about money, take a moment and like this video so more people can hear this truth. Subscribe to the channel for more content that breaks limiting beliefs and pushes you toward growth. And comment below, what belief about money are you ready to let go of? Because the moment your thinking changes, your future begins to change with it.